Okay, this is where we find out where the truth lies. This is a 1DX Mark III shooting in 24p all I. And what I wanted to do is compare this to the R5 shooting in the standard mode in 4K and then also shooting in the oversampled mode. Now, unless you look at these things side by side, a lot of the differences are going to be hard to spot. I think if you watch this, you're going to see some pretty significant differences. And then you're going to have to make up your mind whether or not it's what you want. This is the R5. The frame is shifted over, and the reason why I shifted the frame over is because I want the bench to match up. The bench is what I'm using to ensure things are in focus. So I just did a manual focus on the bench. We're shooting at f14. This is the oversampled 4K on the R5. And you might be able to pick out some differences just looking at it. But if you go back and forth between the frames, it becomes very apparent the differences in picture quality. There's the R5 on the standard 1DX, R5 standard 4K, 1DX. This one is oversampled 4K, 1DX. Oversampled 4K, 1DX. And there's going to be a difference in picture. I always thought the 1DXIII had a little bit of a green tint to it. I also thought that the EOS R had a green tint. Here we're going to be comparing the oversampled 4K versus the standard 4K. I feel like it's easier to tell the differences when it's not just a flat wall that you're looking at. Significantly softer than the 1DX Mark III. I'm going to have to compare it to the 1DX Mark II, and we're going to compare it to the EOS R, but we're going to have to wait for those.